Traditional learning versus self-discovery. That's the topic we're pondering today on The Art of Lifing with Keka. I am a lifelong learner in every way. If you give me a book, if you put me in a classroom and give me access to a course, it makes me happy because I love to be able to take things in, learn them, and then use them and apply them in other parts of my work or my life. And, part of it may have come from the overachiever inside of me that learned in grade school that, getting an A is a good thing. And so then I would strive to get an A. It made my parents happy, it made my teachers happy, so it made me happy. And I always learned in that process that if you want to get an A, you have to do more than what's expected of you. And you've got to keep pushing the boundaries and keep growing. And it's a skill that has helped me tremendously, and I'm so proud of that. But, a couple of years ago when I embarked upon a self-discovery journey, I tried to apply those principles of learning into my world. And I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's move on. Let's do this. And so in the same way that I might pick up a book or take a course to learn something that is of value, what I started to do when it came to self-discovery is I started to look at individual people that were highly successful, that were getting accolades. So there is the top 30 under 30 lists among many different organizations that celebrate incredible accomplishments from young people. And I'd be looking at that and going, well, I missed my chance there. I'm no longer 30, so that wouldn't apply. For a long time, I thought maybe top 40 under 40 is something that I could strive for and, get an accolade in that capacity in some way. Now I'm past that, and that won't work for me either. And so, in watching the celebrations of people around us, sometimes we forget that those are certain wins that are really important, but they're not the only wins we can have. So in my own career, I've had some incredible wins that I was almost not paying attention to or not giving the value that I think it could have deserved. I was lucky enough to win an award with DDB where we got the Global Agency of the Year designation at an international competition. So PR agencies from around the world competed, and it was essentially like the Oscars of the PR industry. And I was able to accept that on stage with my team. How lucky am I? But then instead of looking at that, I'm like, I didn't make the top 40 under 40 list. We do that sometimes, right? We tend to look at one thing and then sort of not see anything past that. So I wanted to share this with you because on this journey of self-discovery, what I've realized is that it's not like picking up a book or taking a course or going and taking a program and in 2 years you're done. It's like, okay, I've graduated from my journey of self-discovery. We're good to go. It doesn't work that way. In fact, we have to work on the universe's time. And when the time is ready for us, things happen as long as we're taking steps towards making that happen. And so one of the things that I've learned is that, number one, the accolades that we give to ourselves don't have to come from outside sources. We can celebrate that ourselves. Sometimes other people will define success in one way, and we could very easily define success in a different way that's more closely aligned to us. And so we have to look at that and say, okay, this is a great success, but these things I have in my life are also great successes, and we have to celebrate. And then on the path to self-discovery, we have to recognize every little win as it comes. Wherever we are, it's worth celebrating and knowing that there are bigger steps ahead for us. This isn't a course where there's a final exam at the end of the day that's going to ensure that you pass or not. Your success is only guaranteed when you take little steps every single day towards your self journey. And that way, the universe will unfold those wins for you when it's the universe's time, not necessarily ours. That's the biggest takeaway I've gotten from traditional learning versus that journey of self-discovery. And I would love to hear about your experiences too. Have you gone on a personal self-discovery journey? Have you learned certain things that you think that you hadn't known before, something you couldn't read in a textbook? Please do share it in the comments below. I'd love to learn more and learn from you as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it, comment on it, and share it with someone you love. I put out new videos every Tuesday, and if you want to be notified specifically, then just click on that bell icon. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey, and I'll see you next time.